We are back in the yak. Heading out this morning. Trips have not been that successful as of late. Yesterday went out in the ocean, got myself 2 little back tuners. Full moon, so the ocean should be going off, which it kind of was, but we were out there at the wrong time. It started to fire up just as we were hopping off. Birds, bait and fish started to go off just as we had to head back in. It was not an early morning bite for us yesterday, for me and Rod. So back in the yak. Everything rhymes with yak. How good's that? Nothing rhymes with raft. I mean, I could say there's a bit of, lucky I'm not on the raft, there's a bit of a draft. It is blowing hard. I'm gonna have to try and stay out of the wind today. Yeah, full moon makes it hard to fish inshore. The weather how it is, hard to fish offshore. We're doing our best, but nothing seems to be paying off. Hard work for no reward at the moment. Yeah, 1 jack in like 4 trips. It was going well. I had 1 jack in 1 trip, and then 4 trips later, still hadn't caught another one, so that was a bit upsetting. We're heading out today. Probably a search for a monster flathead today. I've got some little crankbaits, a few soft plastics and that sort of thing. Gonna flick around some weed beds, so let's hope the flatty bite is on. We're gonna get a big one. Search for a monster flatty back on. Woo! Right. Funnel up to a nice little section I think is going to do well for a bit of surface. We'll go for flatties, but I'm going to start the morning off with a bit of surface because nothing beats the surface bite. So I got a little surface walker on. How many times do I just say surface in that sentence? I haven't seen any bust ups as of yet, but it's really windy, so it's hard to hear them, let alone see them. But we're going to have a little bit of a flick around here, I think. Bit of a rock bar, bit of a deep hole running through, outgoing tide. It's got all the makings of a jack or a trev. Be happy with a brim. Here we go, this is what we got. Little surface walker 95, little gold colour. I've been there all night. I've been there all day. And oh, whoa, whoa, you got me going side to side. Man, it is going to be hard to fish in this wind. Literally just 1 cast and retrieve, and I'm blown like all the way back. Oh, that looked like a little bait ball oil. It is too, it's little bait going nuts. Thought I saw something. It is so hard to stay straight in this wind. I'm already cranky. This is awesome. There is going to be a lot of paddling today. Just 1 cast and you're already off the spot that you want to be fishing. It's pretty windy. I'm not even going to stand up because I just know I'll act as a sail and go even quicker. And I'll get cranky, I'll have to stand up and sit down all day. Here we go, we're getting out of some wind up here. This is more like it. Bit of a back eddy here too, so hopefully the bait is getting its groove on. Oh, we got our first hit. Might have been a brim, so I just pause it. No luck on the return. Finally found a bit of shelter out of the wind. Just saw what looked to be a biddy cruising, getting chased by something. But it's been pretty quiet. Man, lots of flathead puffs just then. 1, 2, 3 flathead just left. Oh! Oh no, that's a jack, He's got me bricked, That was a huge jack. He was flat out. No, that was big and red. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my heart's in my mouth right now. I don't know if he's still there. Far out. You should have seen that thing. Oh, that was a massive jack. Just come out of the oyster racks and just smashed that. I was winding at full pelt because I was about to drift around the corner and I didn't want to get snagged up on the racks. And that thing just annihilated. I was like full pelt. That was one of the most insane surface strikes I've ever seen. Oh, yep, jack, big jack, big jack, big jack. Oh, only running light line. Oh, that was a big jack. He's bricked me again. They are freaking insane. They hit it and then they go straight for the bricks. I'm not going to put any pressure on this. Look at that. That's my lure. He's swum. That's my lure there. He's hit that, gone straight around and did, oh man, that's crazy. He's gone around 3 pylons. He just did a figure 8 around these freaking pylons as soon as he hit that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get one out. That's the second jack hit I've had. I can't get him out. I'm just going as fast as I can and they're just coming up and annihilate. Let's see if I can get another one to come up. I'm not gonna be able to stop them on 12 pound in around this stuff. So I've gone, like I can't tighten the drag up anymore. Those surface dry, I'll remember those till the day I die, those things. They should have seen their deep red jacks just come up and just, I don't know how I'm gonna land these things. Oh, that one was a trevally, I think. That thing was flying. Oh, far out, this wind. Oh, I can't stay straight. And these fish are just annihilating these lures. Just at full speed wind, they're coming up and I can't stay in a position to try and at least hook them and then fight them. So annoyed right now. 2 jacks and a tread just come up. That was a big silver thing. Not as big as the jacks though. Those jacks were huge. Like, I'm talking like 50s. Like big jacks. Just don't know how I'm going to stop any of them. Ah, far out. About to freaking lose it, hey. Most frustrating day of my life. 1 GT and 2 jacks, just hope the surface footage is awesome because I just see them in my head. Just the heads coming out of the water to eat it. Crazy stuff. I've never seen jacks hit like that, especially at full tilt. Out of the last 6 jacks I've encountered, I've managed to land none. Thought I was better than this. Obviously I'm not. Obviously I still suck, which is very disheartening. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow with 50 pound and do the same thing. 50 pound and just lock the drag up. See if that makes a difference. Might use some cheaper lures though. Otherwise I might be in for an expensive day out. Oh. I saw that whiting beeline for that then. It was either a whiting or a brim. I would give anything for an electric motor right now. Oh, there's something behind it. Something behind it. Oh, it's a jack. It's a jack. It's a jack. It's a jack. Come on, eat it. You piece of... Oh! What is happening? They won't eat it any slower. When you wind it fast, they hook up or they miss the hooks. No idea what to do now. I'm just shattered. Let's go see if we can find some flathead, eh? What have we got in the way of crankbaits? Right, we're going to throw on this Samari deep. Tiemco Samari. Going to go see if we can find some flathead. There's one fish that anyone should be able to catch, it's flathead. Maybe jacks are still out of my league. Right, let's be smart about this. Where would we go if we were flathead? There's a few sandbanks. Oh, let's look at the maps. Oh! Yes! Got one! Geez, doing some acrobats. Woohoo! First fish of the morning. Nice little dusky flathead. Look at him. Beautiful. Is this thing even on? Oh, that's only like 2.5 hours into fishing. You little ripper. Get him on board. Just working this little Samari deep through the shallows, just keeping it in the weed bed. If you hold a flathead upside down, they kind of go to sleep. So if you put your thumb in the base of them, there you go. There's that one done, but as soon as you flip them over, they go a bit nuts. So you got to do this a bit quick. Woo! There you go. One down. Feels good to land a fish. It is not pleasurable conditions. Just flicking it in the shallows and just giving it the old double twitch and winding the slack. He smacked that. Thought it was bigger than that. Thanks for watching another episode of Fishing with Timmy Turtle. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to give it a big old thumbs up and a comment if you did. Just going through this morning's footage now, and the footage just does not do it justice. Most frustrating fishing trip of my life, not having the right gear on board. So tomorrow I'm going to go back and give it another crack with some heavier gear, so make sure to stay tuned for that and we will see how we go. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. See you next episode, part 2.